The driver's seat is presented by Ray Reese Volkswagen and Portland's Hyundai, Portland's #1 VW dealer, and Portland's newest Hyundai dealer. Now let's climb into the driver's seat on Miles Around Television.
In our driver's seat is a 2008 Toyota Avalon. The Toyota Avalon is the largest and the top end of Toyota sedan vehicles. This vehicle is what you would call a full-size luxury car. First arrived in 1994, rolled off the production line in Georgetown, Kentucky. We saw a second generation in 1999, and this is the third generation, which rolled out at the International Auto Show in 2005. Dennis?
And ever since 1994, the Toyota Avalon has done a great job of blending the lines in between Toyota and Lexus. This car has one segment that it does exemplary in. It's noise, vibration, and harshness. The feeling that you get from behind the wheel. Now, it still has a great power plant and drivetrain, and we'll get to that in a second, but it really comes down to what does it feel like behind the wheel. We're going to get to that, but first, let's start under the hood.
Underneath the hood of the 2008 Toyota Avalon, it is well powered with a dual VVT V6.
When it comes to numbers with that V6, it's 268 horsepower and 248 pounds-feet of torque, driven back into a 6-speed transmission. But that's not what's interesting. The powertrain, the brakes, the suspension are all supple and great for the style of driver that are going to buy this vehicle. When it comes down to it, the numbers are great, but it's the feel behind the wheel. The Toyota Avalon is a soft, comfortable car. It's a full-size luxury car, and the owners will be delivered that in spades.
Taking a look at the exterior of the 2008 Toyota Avalon, there are several things to note. One of those things is, and it's just this particular model, it comes in some interesting colors. Now, I've heard a lot of explanations of these colors. A lot of people have been negative about them, but also some people have been in favor of them. And I've heard some people call these colors some things I couldn't repeat on the television. However, looking at the car, it looks very Toyota. It looks very soft and supple, and if you look at some of the sheet metal bends, they are very delicate, and they don't make the car stand out on the street. In fact, if you're looking for a car that makes you stand out, this is not the one. This is the sort of car that gets you under the radar with comfort and nice, easy driving.
Well, one thing that won't fly under the radar are these taillights. Hello, Chris Bangle. Nice rip-off, Toyota. The thing about the Avalon is this. It's supple and it's nicely designed, but it's very plain and very vanilla, even with colors like this. The drivers and the owners of these cars are going to get what they want. They're going to get a great car with a great drive, but it isn't going to stand out in the crowd. I'm going to echo what Nick just said. Nice car, no personality.
Needless to say, the interior of this car is absolutely flawless. Toyota does such a great job of putting these cars together, and there are a few things I would like to complain about in this car, but it's almost not worth it. Everything is very smooth action, and also all the doors in the inside open softly. And when I say doors, I don't just mean the doors you get in and out of, but the doors that cover up the drinks holder, the doors that cover up the navigation controls, those sort of things. The interior is a very smooth brushed aluminium style, along with wood and leather. One thing that Toyota and Lexus are well known for is every time that they put wood inside a vehicle, they mold the wood from one single piece. That means your door piece of wood is the same piece of wood that the steering wheel is made out of. That continuous craftsmanship is seen throughout this vehicle and makes it outstanding and absolutely worth considering a car in this class.
Well, I might have been a little bit harsh when it comes to my opinion of the exterior styling and the way that the car looks from the outside. But when you're on the inside, by the way, you're always on the inside of your own car, you're going to be greeted by one of the best interiors in the business. Toyota has taken everything that is Lexus, again, I hate to say it, a lot cheaper, just as nice. This car has everything going for it. Great supple leather seats, incredible room, both in the front and the back, and some of the coolest little gizmos you've ever seen. Separate doors for the navigation controls, and a JBL audio system that would just about crack an eardrum. For myself, in this price range, one of the best interiors I've ever sat in.
So we've taken a look around the 2008 Toyota Avalon. Dennis, 2 ups and 1 down.
Well, my first up is going to be something to take away my little bit of harshness when it comes to the design and the looks of the Toyota Avalon. It's the build quality. The noise, vibration, and harshness is all taken away and given any kind of minimalistic view by the way that the car is put together. Interior choices in both material and build quality are absolutely top notch. In fact, out in the industry, other car companies should definitely take note. My other up is going to be the fact that you have so much comfort in a full-size vehicle. There's cars out there that cost twice as much that this car delivers just as much comfort. My down? Well, I'm sorry, it's going to reverberate what I've already said. The car lacks any kind of pizzazz or any kind of personality. It's nothing personal, it's just the way the car looks.
Let's talk about my 2 ups and 1 down for this vehicle. The interior has got to be my number 1 up. It's so well put together. The fact that they have the continuous piece of wood on the inside, the leather is well stitched, it's hard to find fault on it. Now, saying that, I will find fault in it when I get to my down. But my other up, first of all, is the drive itself. This car is very smooth. It corners just right. In fact, if you put power on this car in the corner, you'll never lose control of it. It's so well engineered. All of the safety systems make this car one of the best drives I've ever had. Now let's talk about my down for this vehicle. The down is also on the inside, and it's something that seems to be missing. The doors and some of the brushed aluminum pieces, which are actually plastic, are not what fits on the interior of this car. They seem lightweight and slightly plastic. Although the interior of the car is perfect and well put together, the downfall of it is those light plastic doors on some of the drinks covers and the navigation equipment. They just seem a little tinny for a car which is top of the Toyota line.
And that's our review of the 2008 Toyota Avalon. The 2008 Toyota Avalon Limited comes standard with a 3.5-liter dual-overhead cam V6 engine backed by a 6-speed automatic transmission. The base price is $34,415 with an as-tested price of $39,573. At time of testing, both city and highway EPA ratings were not available.
The driver's seat is brought to you by Ray Reese Volkswagen, family owned and specializing in Volkswagens for over 15 years, and proudly presenting the all-new Portland Hyundai. Check them out at rayreese.com.